2019 meeting to order. Roll call.
Jordan?
Here.
Chartle?
Here.
Bogart?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please note that all supervisors' public meetings are subject to public and/or private audio and video recording. Is there any public comment on agenda items? Please note that public comment will also be received during each agenda item and at the end of the meeting. Entertain a motion to approve the July 9th, 2019 study session and regular meeting minutes as presented.
I'll make that a motion. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Jordan?
Yes.
Chartle?
Yes.
Bogart?
Yes. Municipal reports. Police Chief Brown, police report.
Good evening. For the month of July.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. I jumped ahead. Entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's reports for July 2019 and approve payment of bills in the amount of $139,224.38, subject to audit.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any discussion?
Jill, is this part of the truck?
Yes, the bucket truck and then even the rec complex, so that's why it's
Okay.
kind of higher this month.
Right. Okay.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Jordan?
Yes.
Chartle?
Yes.
Bogart?
Yes. Okay. Now we can go ahead with the police report. Chief Brown.
For the month of July, we received 104 complaints. 97 of those were cleared. Time spent specifically in the school zone was a half hour. There was 171 hours of traffic watch and patrol time in the township. 110 hours spent in the office, with 4.5 hours spent during arrest and processing. 80.5 hours was spent in investigative time. 10.5 hours was spent in court. And there was 32.5 hours of miscellaneous time, with 60 hours spent in training. There were 19 traffic stops for the month, with 6 citations being issued, 1 for driving under suspension, 1 for inspection violation, 3 for unregistered vehicles, and 1 for unauthorized use of a plate. There were 13 warnings issued, 2 for speeding, 1 for stop sign violation, 4 for faulty equipment, 1 for inspection violation, 1 for unauthorized use of a plate, 2 high beam violations, 1 obstructed windshield or obstructed plate, and 1 parking violation complaint. There were 55 investigations for the month. There was 1 reportable accident and 2 non-reportable accidents. There was a burning ordinance complaint and 3 separate animal complaints. There was 1 request to assist the road department. We assisted other police departments 5 times. We assisted fire and EMS 6 times. There were 4 residential burglar alarms that were answered. 2 calls to assist citizens, 2 calls to assist disabled vehicles. There was 1 stolen property recovered. There were 5 calls requesting to speak to an officer. 1 general information was called in, and 5 check welfares of people, with 2 fingerprint requests were made. There was 1 civil complaint, 1 sexual assault investigation, 1 DUI, 1 drug offense. There was 1 fraud investigation, 1 identity theft investigation, 1 burglary, 3 thefts, 1 theft from a motor vehicle, 1 theft of a motor vehicle, 1 unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, 2 vandalism complaints, 8 disturbance calls, 1 disorderly conduct, 4 harassment calls, 1 missing or attempt to locate a person, 1 suspicious vehicle call, 6 suspicious persons calls, and 1 behavioral call. There were 3 felony arrests for the month and 16 misdemeanor arrests. Felony arrests were theft by unlawful taking, theft by receiving stolen property, and criminal conspiracy of theft of a motor vehicle. The misdemeanor arrests were driving under suspension, 5 different DUI categories for DUI arrest, false ID to law enforcement, hindering apprehension to another person, 2 drug-related arrests, theft by unlawful taking, access device fraud, and theft by receiving stolen property. Total miles was 2,690 miles for the month.
Any questions for Chief Brown?
You all ready for next week?
I am.
You have all your people in place? Everybody ready to go?
Yeah, I was actually, had everything in place by the 5th of August. I don't have the amount of people from other agencies coming in and helping, but the guys that are coming in are working more time, so it all evens out.
Any other agencies going to be on the ground this year? Or
We have Conneaut Lake, Cambridge Springs, and actually an officer from Pitt Titusville University got a hold of me and wants to come up and help. So between them and 1 officer from Lyonsville. So between those departments and the guys, we got everything pretty well covered and squared away. And
Now, the 3 vehicles will cover?
yeah,
You don't need that white car, right?
shouldn't,
Okay.
only in an extreme situation.
Right. Well, it'll be here, so should be ready. We'll have everything checked over for you, so.
Yep.
I believe
Okay.
the state police mounted unit will be there a night or 2 also.
Yeah, they usually come up for the week and then for the PR, and they're out on their mounted patrol during the busy nights.
They'll actually work with you if you have to, though, right?
Correct. Yeah. Anything that they see, they pass on to us, and we handle it. So,
They don't make any arrests.
No.
but yep, everything's squared away and seems to be business as usual. And I spoke to you about the roads and how that's going to work. And
Yeah.
there is some other layout designs within the fair itself that's going to be different this year than in past years, but we'll have to take that one day at a time and see how it works. So, but that's beyond our control.
Well, Rod and I are going to the county meeting tomorrow morning to hear what changes have taken place, and I'm sure there's going to be some things will need to be discussed or handled or whatever, so that's all I have for them.
New cruiser's working out okay?
Yep, no, we got it down to Ivis Tech to get the few things squared away that were overlooked originally, and so it's working fine.
All right. John with the road report.
From July 9th to today, as always, I mean, we continue to mowing of the berms, intersections, and we've even tried to work with PennDOT to push back some of the state intersections that intersect with our township roads. And of course, all 3 parks on a weekly basis for cleanup and, park rentals and keep the ball field and stuff maintained. We installed quite a few driveway pipes last month and also did ditching throughout the township and just tried to keep things flowing to the best of our ability with the amount of rain that we've had this year. We've had some storms that have caused us a few problems. And then we also started early on to stockpile material for a big pipe project that was going to start on Ryan Road, and we had got concrete blocks, 2B gravel and 2RC gravel delivered and stockpiled for that project. And then in the meantime, we went out and seal coated some roads. We did some work on Town Line, Helen Street, Kelvin Street, Chartle Road, got some spot patching done on it. We have Oak Grove Avenue that we want to try to do yet, and then a couple other side streets over here off of Talon, Eddy, and Gill. Those roads we'd like to get addressed before the fall hits here. And then the last couple of weeks here, we actually started the Ryan Road project, which was a culvert replacement, which was long overdue. And we ended up with some funding through the soil conservation. And our contractor was Wilkinson Construction. And this is a joint project that was put together with Woodcock Township and West Mead Township. Their employees, our employees, and our equipment together, we've managed to get this thing at, I would have to say, almost 75% completed at this point. The road isn't open yet, but it soon will be. We've got a few things to finish up. The weather kind of messed us up here this week, so. And then with the fair starting, that's taken us in a different direction as well. So we'll try to get the road done and back open as soon as possible. It is our intent to try to do the blacktop before the road is open. So I think we have enough compaction on that road right now at this point that we'd be safe to go ahead and do that. So, but it's going to take time. It's probably going to be another week or so before we can have it open and, open to traffic. So again, we're going as fast as we can go, and sometimes we have to slow down and get our thoughts collected. So, but we are at that point where we've got the old pipe out, the new pipe in, and water running through it. So, and that's all I have for the month.
Hey, Mike, any questions for John?
Nope.
Okay, Jill with the zoning report.
For the month of July, we had 1 residential demolition, 2 residential single-family dwellings for $880,000, and 2 residential detached sheds for $10,500, for a total value of $890,500.
Okay, any questions for Jill?
Nope.
Nice to see people building in the township.
Yes, 2 nice homes.
Okay, the first order of business, regular business, entertain a motion to ratify the purchase of a 2005 International bucket truck from Roll Arena Auto Sales in the amount of $24,283.50. This replaces the 1997 International bucket truck due to an accident and is offset by coverages through our carrier EMC insurance.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion.
The only thing I have to say is actually Mike and I and Jill, we all went on the hunt for a bucket truck after we learned that ours was totaled. And Mike actually found this one over in
East Palestine.
East Palestine, Ohio. Yeah. So we went over, looked at it, and I believe it's going to be a good replacement for what we had. It wasn't a plan, that's for sure. We weren't going to do that, but
But this ruined a good truck when we lost the other one.
Sure did. And it just made us go to work harder to try to find something cost-effective wise that we could afford. So, and this is the one. I just I think we're going to be okay. I do. It seems to be a good unit. Yeah, I've had it checked over. I had a punch list a mile long for the guy to fix up for us before we picked it up. He took care of that. There's a couple things when we brought it back. Other than that, I think we found a good replacement. So.
All right. Without any further discussion, roll call?
Jordan?
Yes.
Chartle?
Yes.
Hobart?
Yes. Entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2019-10, authorizing a request by the Crawford County Fair Board that Hamilton Road be made one-way temporarily from Leslie Road to Limber Road, and authorize the road department to assist with installing temporary four-way stop signs with blinking lights at the Leslie Road and Dixon Road intersection during Fair Week from August 16th through August 26th, 2019, pursuant to the authority under West Mead Township Ordinance 1999-9.
I'll make that a motion.
I'll second.
Discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, this is something we've been doing But tonight, to reiterate that, that is going to be a four-way stop sign again at Dixon and Leslie Road. And people that are from out of town, it probably won't bother, but people that drive that road every day, they're going to slip their mind and just be very cautious in driving through that intersection up there this way.
We're going to get the signboards from PennDOT. They're going to loan them to us. They're going to set them up.
Yeah,
And they do all the setup on those. We don't even touch them.
yeah.
And they're experienced in that, so they'll see that. So hopefully, people pay attention. It's what, 7 days? And, we'll start to switch over Thursday. So, a lot of stuff could be done Thursday, no later than Friday morning. I know the signboards will be there Friday morning, so just watch Thursday, Friday. A lot of things
Yeah.
are going to be changing.
Well, you're going to have a lot of pedestrians crossing that road this year because there's some other activities going across the road this year. So they want to be careful up there in that area with your speed and everything because we don't want to see any accidents happen up there.
Chip, your guys are all well aware of all that stuff, right? So, okay. But, yeah.
Okay. Roll call?
Jordan?
Yes.
Chartle?
Yes.
Hobart?
Yes. Okay. An application for fireworks displayed by the Crawford County Fair Board on August 24th, 2019 at the Crawford County Fair. There's an application that is in order with a fire chief's signature and certificate of insurance naming West Mead Township and the fire department as additional insureds. I'll entertain a motion to adopt Resolution 2019-11 approving the application and the and the issuance of a permit.
I'll make that a motion.
I'll second that.
Discussion.
Where's all that going to be?
I don't know where they're going to put the fireworks off. Are they going to be at the ball fields,
The
Joe?
same place.
At the ball
Same
field.
place. They're using
Okay.
the same drawing and everything as last
Okay.
year's,
All right.
the last few years.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't heard any
We
horse.
haven't had a drought this year, so I don't think we have to worry about
No, I don't think so. Everything's pretty green. Okay.
it. Okay, roll call?
Jordan?
Yes.
Chartle?
Yes.
Hobart?
Yes. Please note that the Tour de Tamarack bicycle race will be held on September 1st, 2019, beginning at Oak Grove Park and continuing on various roadways around Tamarack Lake. So please be careful if you're in those areas at that time. And please note that we will be purchasing road salt for the 2019-2020 year under state contract from Morton International for $65.27 per ton. This is 98 cents per ton less than last year's price. So at this time, entertain any public comment? If we had any public? Mike, anything from the Tribune?
Hey, Joe, who did we purchase from last year? Was it Morton last year too?
It's been Morton for a number.
Is International still, they still bid on it, International Salt? Or is there no International?
I don't know. Just more.
This Morton?
Yeah.
We just, because we go along with a lot of other townships
Oh.
statewide, it's a bigger cost savings usually. And Cargill?
Cargill.
Is that the other one? That, there's a few that have Cargill, some have Morton.
Yeah.
And there is another company, but I can't.
See, it
think
used to
of
be the two big players used to be International and Morton. Huh.
I
Okay.
know that I talked to the lady here a week ago. I have 700 ton ordered right now. We have to order it by July
31st.
And I ordered the remaining balance of last year's because we have to get it at that price. But anyhow, she'd indicated they were just waiting on the boats. So
Oh, yeah.
when they come in, they'll offload them and stuff will start to happen.
Yeah.
Much as you don't want to think about it, it's
Is
coming.
that coming, does that come into Ashtabula?
Ashtabula and,
I don't think it comes in, I don't think it comes into
Is it Painesville?
Painesville High, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Erie, though. That salt goes someplace else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, doesn't, somebody stocks it up there. Who was it? It was Russell Standard or somebody did it.
Well, Russell
Russell
Standard,
was getting a lot of it.
they're stocking theirs at their plant down in Wheelertown.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is another place.
But
It's
I
a wonder
know
we
that-
didn't get a I did from them.
If you didn't,
Well, we didn't, it wasn't because we.
Oh, that's right, because we
had
went
to
with
go
it.
in, so
Right.
statewide, it's the
Okay.
companies. Yep,
you couldn't buy
exactly.
this off the state contract, you couldn't afford it.
No.
Right, right.
Oh my gosh. It's been as high as, what, $80, $90 a ton? Something
Yeah,
like that?
without being on
Oh, yeah.
coasters.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just
And that was when we were paying 40-something. It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
So, but anyhow,
All right, supervisor's final comment, Mike?
Just everybody have a safe fair week. Use caution in that area up there, and everybody have a good time up there. Sounds like the weather's supposed to be favorable for the fair. So that's all I have to say.
enjoy the concerts.
Yeah.
In case anybody's interested, we took possession of the Mack truck that we ordered 14 months ago. I think it was about 14 months ago we ordered that truck. But anyhow, we have it back. We had one little thing that needed to be critiqued on it. We had that done yesterday and got it back today. And so we're
Testing it.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get it out and run it a little bit. It's gonna be a little different setup, but I think it'll be a good piece of equipment.
Very nice
Bucket
looking truck.
Yeah, the bucket truck, again, like you said, we have it here and ready to roll too, so you'll see us out and about. We're gonna be cutting a lot of brush.
Like to reiterate what Mike said. Hopefully we have a safe fair week and favorable weather. Like to encourage our friends and neighbors to come to West Mead Township and enjoy the fair next week. Starts on Saturday.
Chip, you have anything for our residents at all over some of these issues that have been going on lately? I mean, got any advice for them?
If they see anything out of the ordinary, dial 911. Don't confront the individual. Get a hold of local law enforcement. I believe he's still suspected for being in the area, so
Still at large,
yeah.
yeah,
So just use caution and lock your doors, lock your cars.
yeah.
Anything out of the ordinary, give somebody a call.
All right.
All right,
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
second.
Discussion. Want to drag this out a little bit?
Good night, Don.
Roll call.
Yes.
Jordan, Shardo,
Yes.
Bovard.
Yes. Meeting adjourned.